Welcome back to another segment of LJ's Kitchen. I am your host, Tomika Miles, and this is Andria Stanton.
Hey, everybody.
She's our guest today. We are going to make a fajita salad, and we are going to use leftovers and stuff like that. Is that okay?
Yep, that's a college lifestyle for me.
Okay, so Andria's in college. Can you tell them a little bit about what you do? What college you go to?
I'm a sophomore at Temple University, and I'm a kinesiology major, but I want to go into physical therapy.
I don't even think I can say kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology, okay.
We all say kines anyway. No one says the real thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so kinesiology. Tell me what a kinesiologist does.
Well, they basically just study the movement of the body. That's what the word means. So it's like different branches like athletic training, sports medicine, physical therapy, occupational therapy, different things like that. But I want to focus on physical therapy.
Physical therapy.
Yeah.
Physical therapy is important. I've had to do physical therapy a few times myself, so that's very important. So we are going to hopefully help you today in making a fajita salad. Fajita salads is like one of my favorites. We have some chicken going on back there, if you can hear it sizzling, because I wanted to make sure it cooked all the way through for you. And I'm going to show you how to season it up fresh, but you can take this chicken breast, only 2 chicken breasts, and even in your dorm room, you can make this. So you have access to a stove top in your dorm room.
Yep.
Okay, so that's great. So you can take leftover, to make this salad, you can take leftover chicken, shrimp, and maybe we'll do some shrimp and chicken today. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Because I have some shrimp already peeled, so we'll do that too.
That
so
works.
we're going to take a little bit of seasoning, and I'm just using some smoked seasoning. You can use what you want. So I'm just going to take some seasoning, and I'm going to season both sides. I use some smoked seasoning, which you can use whatever seasoning you want. I use some cilantro lime seasoning, also some salt and pepper. Season both sides. I'm going to get a fork, or I'll use these tongues, so I don't want to cross contaminate. So you can do this really, really simple. You don't have to make it as difficult. I make everything difficult.
Yeah.
So I just seasoned it up with some smoked seasoning. I like mine a lot smoky, and I used a little bit of sea salt or kosher salt. I don't like to use iodized salt.
Okay.
And we have some back there cooking, so I'm going to put this to the side. Is that okay?
No problem.
All right, so next we're going to cut up our peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers. So we have a half of cucumber here. I know these are the really large ones. I like seedless cucumbers because I can digest the skin a little bit better. The skin is thin, so you can, sometimes Walmart has them already cut up. If you want to do that, you can, but if you have access to your refrigerator in your dorm room, then you can do that as well. So I have yellow peppers. Move this to the side. I have yellow peppers, red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers. I'm just going to use a half of orange pepper, and we're going to cook these up just like you would a fajita. So we're going to use some really hot, a really hot pan, and that's how I kind of slice it up. Let me just get rid of this. You're just going to use half of it.
Gotcha.
And just slice rough, long strips. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not very precise, even though I think I should be.
Yeah, you don't have to. I think I want a little bit more green pepper. I really like green pepper. I usually make sure all of the stem is out of it. Okay. I don't like that part in there. And tell me a little bit about basketball, because you are playing basketball this year, right?
Well, that's kind of in the works, but I do practice right now. But I've been playing basketball since the 5th grade, and that's kind of what provoked my interest in physical therapy. So like being around people, helping make sure that their bodies function the right way, like especially with athletes or people in general that have been in accidents or have had injuries that prohibit their movement from being like very free. I want them to be able to freely move. But with basketball, it's just like I haven't really sustained a serious injury myself, which I thank God for. But yeah, basketball is just really my passion. It's my biggest passion. Like yours is probably cooking. But
mine is cooking.
I only stay in the kitchen to eat, and then I don't make nothing. Yeah, I don't really cook too much.
Mine is cooking. You know, sometimes it changes as things go on through the years, but I really just love cooking. It's one of the things that my parents did a lot, and that's when I have memories of them, I focus in on how many times we had fun in the kitchen. I did not stay in the kitchen a lot when I was younger because I just watched my mom and dad cook all the time, so I didn't think I needed to. But then when I picked it back up years later, when I you know, I was grown and moved out. I was 20 years old. You're 19, right? Yeah. Do your parents consider you grown?
No.
Yeah, exactly. But I was grown up and I moved out and I paid my own bills and all of that kind of stuff. You're not grown until you are paying your own bills. And I actually, this is a tomato we're cutting up. I actually just started experimenting on my own, but I remembered all the things that my parents did, and that really inspired me to want to cook. I'm just going to turn these chicken breasts over and let them cook on the other side.
I wish y'all could smell this right now, but y'all can only look.
It smells good, right?
It smells amazing.
All right, so we're going to cook those chicken breasts up and make sure they're all the way cooked all the way through, because that's important. The other thing is, when you are cooking in your dorm room, make sure that you start cooking for your friends and start off small. You don't have to be a gourmet cook. You can really start off small. You can make little sandwiches and grill them and things like that. Make it amazing. You can take oodles and noodles. I know a lot of college students that used to use ramen noodles, and you can dress it up with some green onion, some tomatoes, shrimp, chicken, steak. You know, when you have leftovers, when you go out, just take your leftovers and utilize them, because that's important, and it saves you money.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see college students really wanting to go out and spend so much money and
it's
eat.
not me.
That's not you?
No.
Okay. Because I'm like, how do you guys get money? Because I don't have money like that to, when I was your age, to go spend on eating out. So right now, we are going to let that chicken cook. Okay. We're going to take some peppers and onions, and we're going to cook them together when the chicken comes out of this pan. Okay. So you can really use one pan, maybe two, because it makes it go a lot quicker. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to let the chicken cook all the way through, add the peppers and onions, and let those just cook until they're like translucent. I don't like them cooked to death. I like them still a little bit crunchy.
Yeah, me too.
And then I'm going to show you how to take your flour tortillas and turn them into a bowl, an L-shaped bowl for LJ's Kitchen. Okay, so we're going to do that next. So again, Andrea, you can take leftover chicken. This is just, you can use olive oil. I have vegetable oil here. And we're just going to put this in a really hot pan and let these kind of really cook all the way through. Whoops, lost one. Push that over. So it's all of our peppers and all of our onions.
So all at the same time?
Yeah, all at the same time. Like, super simple. The main thing is getting your friends to help you cut everything up.
Yeah.
That takes the longest time, but once it's done, you can assemble it really easily. Let me get something out of here. No problem. So you're just going to mix all of these together. You don't even really have to do much. You just don't want them to burn. So I have this cooking on a medium-high heat.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to let that go. Meanwhile, we'll just take our lettuce and roll it and just slice it up. So how many more years of school do you have?
For my bachelor's, I only have 2 years left, and then I have to go right into my doctorate program, which is 6 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You ready for that?
Right now, it seems like I'll be in school for the rest of my life, but it's worth it. So.
Yeah, the rest of your life, I don't think so. It's not that long.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's just not going to be that long.
Yeah, it's not. Trust me, it's not. Before you know it, 6 years is going to pass anyway, so you might as well finish school.
Yeah.
So we sliced up another tomato because I like a lot of tomato. What about you?
Kind of. I would probably...
Well, I like a good tomato because I don't like it when they're mushy.
Oh yeah, I don't like mushy tomatoes at all.
This is a nice vine ripened tomato that we have. And even the peppers and onions, I still like to season it up just a little bit with whatever seasoning you use for your meat. Just a little salt and pepper will do if you want. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But it just brings a lot of the good flavor out of the fajitas. I don't like to eat anything bland. And if you wanted to make this vegetarian, you definitely don't have to put chicken on it.
Oh, I'm all about chicken.
You're all about the chicken, right?
Yeah, I don't like vegetarian.
You don't like vegetarian anything?
No.
Okay. So, it's the first of the year, and vegan dishes are really very popular in first of the year because people like to watch their weight.
Right.
Well, people my age like to watch their weight. I don't know about you because you're really tall and thin.
Yeah, I really don't care what I eat as long as my stomach is full.
I wish I could say the same thing for me, but I try to eat very sensibly. So we just let those go for a little while longer, and it looks good. Meanwhile, we'll take our chicken out, but I'm going to show you how to do these cups. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's walk over to the stove for a minute. And this is 375 degrees. So you're gonna make sure your grease is nice and hot, and then we are just gonna put these in here, and they're gonna cook up really fast. So they start to bubble.
Yeah, that is fast.
And crisp up. It's really fast. And then we're gonna just like brown it on both sides.
Okay.
Take it out, and we're gonna fold it in an L shape.
Okay.
So that's a nice presentation. You don't really have to do a lot with this. This looks really pretty, right?
Yeah. College students like everything done fast, so this
yes,
really
all
good.
students like things done fast. So far what we've done, we had our chicken cooking, which you can use pulled chicken from, like you know how you get a supermarket chicken? You can get a chicken from the supermarket or any leftovers you have. You guys can put your leftovers together.
Okay.
Do you mind stirring that for me?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thanks. I'm going to turn this and flip it. Has a really nice brown color to it. Does your sisters cook? Do your sisters
my
cook?
oldest sister, she's 22. She likes to bake.
Oh, she likes to bake.
She likes to experiment with cooking, but she really likes baking more. And my other sister, she likes to cook. And she does. Whenever we're all together, she likes to cook us all breakfast.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
I wish somebody cooked me breakfast.
Yeah, my mom really is the one that, well, both my parents do. They cook breakfast a lot, yeah.
Okay. All right, so this one's done, Andrea. I'm going to show you how to fold it. You can come on over.
Okay.
So once you take it out of the oil, so this is about done. This is the color that I like to get on them, but you don't want to wait too long because you want to fold it right away. And just kind of let it stay there.
Okay.
Okay. So when it cools, it'll have a great shape to it.
Okay.
And then we are going to fill these babies. So we have 2 shells. Bring these over. I'm gonna get another platter because we're gonna fill ours the way, I want you to fill yours the way you like it, and I'm gonna fill mine the way I like it.
Okay.
So these are nice and getting nice and caramelly. Nice and smoky, huh?
Yeah, I gotta be careful not to set off the fire alarm in my room.
Yeah, so you can kind of do this ahead of time. Like I say, these cook up really nice. But don't set off any fire alarms for sure. I'm gonna use a little bit more oil.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna put these shrimp in here. And while that's cooking, I'm just gonna a little bit more salt and pepper. And these take 2 seconds to cook. So once they get nice and pink on each side, and again, you don't have to do this step at your
In my door?
your door. Yes. Let's put these here. I'm going to take these peppers off.
The shrimp is smelling good already.
Getting so. All right, so we're going to assemble the salad. I'll let you just do yours. How about that? Is that okay? While I cut everything up for you, the chicken up for you. So we're going to just take some. She likes Italian salad dressing, so we're going to take some Italian salad dressing along with some romaine lettuce, arugula. It's nice and peppery. I like it, so try it. Okay. And spinach. Okay. So we're just going to dress it just a little. I don't like my salads overly dressed, and I just kind of toss it. But this makes, well, don't toss it out the bowl. But this makes a lot of dressing. And do you like cucumbers in yours?
Yes.
So we're going to put the cucumbers in too. Okay, and we'll leave a few out just to assemble later.
Okay.
And then how about some tomato? You're okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want raw onion, you can, but we already have onions in our peppers. So that looks nice and pretty, right?
Yeah.
So we're just going to toss it a little. Don't be messy like me. I could be messy sometimes. All right, so we're going to just assemble it. We'll just open up your shell a little bit and put your salad in like so. All right. That looks good already. That looks good already. So if you want more or less, you want more? You think?
Nah, this is good.
All right, so then we'll take some chicken. We're finished cutting everything up, so I'm going to take some chicken breast, and I like to cut it in half. It's cooked all the way through.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And then I like to slice it thinly on an angle.
Okay.
Let me move this so everybody can see. And you don't have to be neat about it, whatever way you want to do it. I let the chicken, after I cook it, kind of sit for a few minutes so the juices don't go pouring out. That looks pretty good, but you see how much chicken this is? This is a lot of chicken. And there's only one breast, so you can use a half, but we're going to make yours look really, really pretty. So we are going to take some chicken breast and lay it on top of your nicely dressed.
This is looking really good.
Salad here. And how about some shrimp?
Now that is the best thing that you could put on top of this.
If you want, you can take some chipotle and adobo sauce, and it's really spicy and peppery. And a lot of times, is that too much chicken?
No, you can just put it on.
Pile it on, right?
Yep.
College students. For you. And then you can take some of these grilled onions.
You smell so good.
Well, sauteed onions, I should say. Again, we sauteed these on high heat. And if it flattens out, don't worry. You can cook it a little bit harder for yourself if you want. And then I like to add some cheese to it. Some shredded cheese. You can buy this already pre-shredded. Put it right on top of the hot
Where's the lovely shrimp?
Oh, some shrimp. She did not forget about the shrimp.
Not at all. As soon as you mentioned it, can't go back now.
Whoops. See, I told you I'm messy. All right, so you have some shrimp there. Let's put another one there because we lost one. So what do you think? Your fajita salad?
I think I will be full for the rest of the night.
Let's put some nice sliced tomatoes, cucumbers on there.
You make things look presentable.
Yeah, because you got to eat with your eyes. Just a little bit more tomato there. And look at that. Look at that. This one wants to fall over, but you can just, yes, make it sit up.
Yeah,
all right.
That is really nice.
So that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it tastes good for you. So there you have our lovely fajita salad. Really pretty simple to make. You can use leftovers, chicken, shrimp, steak, and grill some peppers and add all your fixings that you like for your salad and put it in a nice shell. So you think you can make this in school?
It won't be that pretty, but,
but you can make
I can
right?
make it, yeah.
Okay. All right, make it for your sisters and try it out while you're home for the holiday.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time left, so I think I can get this done.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
I really enjoyed you.